Okay, today's big adventure in Lynn's Garden, Port Orchard, Washington, Zone 8B. Um, Purchased two viburnum years ago when I first moved in. Those were two of my first plants. They were supposed to be David 2 or David II or whatever, however you say it, which are supposed to be shrubs. That's what my grandmother had at 45 Graves Avenue in Guilford, Connecticut, and they were beautiful. They were well behaved and didn't have to do a lot of pruning. And anyway, these viburnum, well, to make a long story short, this spring has been so wet, and we do get wet springs. And usually I have to cut it down maybe 1.5 feet. And I have been trimming it down from the top for years, just so that it keeps a nice, pretty little shape. But then it gets very bushy, and this year it grew, I would say it grew about 3.5, 4 feet. And it's like, yeah, I can't keep doing this, folks. I'm shrinking. It's growing. So anyway, I looked up online how to prune viburnums, and lo and behold, I didn't realize there were tree versions. Anyway, guess what I've got? Two of them. Apparently they were mismarked when we bought them, and here we are. So today, instead of topping it, which is exceedingly hard for me, I decided that today you want to be a tree, you're going to be a tree. So I went underneath it, and this way my sweet cherry, flowering cherry, will grow. And that's a shrub, hopefully. And my rhododendrons will fill out. But yeah, I got in underneath the bushy darn thing, and I clipped the heck out of it. And I left the top new portion and everything. But I did take off quite a few of the bottom limb portions. And hopefully it'll be fine. It's very hardy. It's like a lilac. You can't kill it. So I'm looking forward to seeing what transpires this winter if I get any blossoms, because I've certainly got a whole heck of a lot. But I've got, I trimmed up my pathways again, and I haven't swept my debris off from trimming the tree, but here are my Japanese anemones that will be gorgeous eventually. And over here I've got my red rhodie, and over here I have my pink dogwood tree, which is just beautiful this year. And I'll just walk up here a little ways and I'll show you the path that I've got. There's the Japonica clematis, and the pretty little purple shamrock underneath. Volunteer ferns. My dinner plate rose, which is a nameless rose. I just named it dinner plate because it had no name when I bought it. I go and rescue flowers, plants, and I lots of times don't have any idea what they are, other than a rose, and I just place them where I have room, and they pay me back. This is my gay feather that's about ready to bloom, and that'll have purple spikes. But as you can see, I have cut this viburnum way back. I still have a lot of little pretty kind of trimming up at the bottom. And as long as I was at it, I said, oh well, this blue lace hydrangea was cascading over my white rhodie. And my white rhodie was not very happy. Hydrangea was. But anyway, I have trimmed that way back, cut out a lot of dead that was in the middle. We'll see what happens with this. After it flowers, I'm going to severely prune it, and if it dies, it dies, because I want my rhodies. And that's just how it is. But I have severely trimmed it before, and it's bounced back. So I've got it bungee corded right now because, as I said, I took a lot of the dead out that was falling over my rhodie. And it looks a little worse for wear, but hey, it'll happen. And if it doesn't happen, then I have a nice view of my pink dogwood tree. But I'm thinking it's gonna be all right. And I've got my Shasta daisies. Just had my, I just took some stills of some bees that are on my Lavatera. I didn't show that in the video the other day, so let's do that. That is my Lavatera, and it is gorgeous. And it is a bee magnet. They love it. We're coming near the end of the day, so not too many bees on it right now, but I did get a couple of pictures of bees. And they were loaded with pollen, just loaded. So there you have it. That was my big adventure today, other than mowing the lawn out front and the easement. So I got that done. I mowed a little bit of down below to keep a pathway going, and then I started reading about my viburnum tree. Who knew? And, you know, I'm a researcher, and you would have thought that by now it would have dawned on me, why is this thing growing so tall every year? I just figured it was the wet weather we had. But no, it's a different species entirely than the one we thought we bought. So, so that's it for now from Lynn's Garden in Port Orchard, Washington. And you guys have a good night. Bye now.